Next week, right? We get Spider-Man next Thursday, correct?
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
Oh my God, how exciting!
Yes.
So-
So exciting. And we will have all have seen it. So next Friday on the 17th when we do the podcast, it's going to be fucking spoiler fest galore. I'm going to be going hard. There might be tears. I might cry. It might, like, seriously, I think this movie's going to fucking shake me to my core. Like, I think I'm going to just be nerd out for the whole thing. We won't talk about anything bar Spider-Man. Like, I'd be shocked if anything else came up apart from this fucking movie next week in the podcast.
How'd they kill Toby in the first 5 minutes?
Oh my God, that would just be crazy, dude. Like, seriously crazy. Like, imagine, like, he comes through a portal, like, 41 minutes into the movie, and then it's just, like, gets hit by a bus or something. It's just like, whoa, what the fuck just happened? That's all we could afford to get him for.
It's driven by Green Goblin.
Yeah.
He just starts, like, getting dusted away like he got snapped for no reason. It's just him. Like, there it is.
Yeah.
Very expensive.
I genuinely think that the Goblin's gonna, like, kill a lot of people in this movie, like, you know? I really, really think it. Just, I haven't even, like, we actually probably should be talking about No Way Home a little bit at the end of this, because the next time we actually sit down, we'll have seen it. So, yeah, I don't know, like, what do you, like, do you want to, like, give, like, 2-minute, like, kind of theorize what you think is going to happen in the movie? And we'll see next week if you were right. What do you think?
Yeah. All right. So I think that Doc Ock is not going to be a bad guy in this. I think Doc Ock, out of all of them, seems like the villain who reformed at the very end. Sandman did too, but not in the same way that Doc Ock did, right?
Yeah.
So I think Doc Ock is going to be working with Peter a lot. I want to believe, and it's hard to say that it's not going to be those two Spider-Men showing up in this, but I feel like their roles are going to be a lot more reduced than what people think they are. I think this is going to be a lot more Doctor Strange helping out. I think it's going to be a lot more of Doc Ock helping out than we think is going on, and that we're giving credit because we think the other two Spider-Men are just going to be there like the whole time, right? I hope. I think what's her face? Zendaya. I think she's eating it. I think.
Yeah.
She's gonna die in this movie.
I like it.
Peter needs some big loss. I'm tired of her insults towards Doctor Strange and Doc Ock. I'm not excited about this, so she has to go. She just has to go.
Yeah.
No, but I think they're gonna introduce. They want to make room for like Gwen Stacy or Mary Jane Watson if they want. Like they want Peter to have like a college interest. So either she dies off or she leaves Peter at the other end of it because he doesn't want her to be heard or he can't keep it a secret, whatever it is.
Or maybe she forgets who he is, and then he, like, to keep her safe, doesn't tell her again.
Right.
Maybe he lets her
forgets
go.
her forever.
Lets her go.
Yeah. I'm in for that.
Yeah.
So that's what I think. I don't think they're gonna kill off Happy. I hope they don't kill off Aunt May because I think the biggest reason a lot of the Spider-Man stuff hasn't worked is because we haven't really seen Peter with his family and Aunt May.
Yeah.
And like we have been, what's her name? Maria. Help me out here. The actress that plays Aunt May in the MCU is.
Oh God.
I have no
I
idea.
can't remember her name.
It starts with a T.
Marissa Tomei.
I'm so unimpressed by this actress. I don't understand what the fixation is.
She is a fantastic actress. She is phenomenal. She is huge in so many of the roles she does, and they have not been using her in the MCU at all. They just make her like a hot aunt, or like she's just good looking, and everyone's trying to bone her, and it's such a waste because she's a
annoying.
Tremendous talent, man, tremendous.
Yeah. It's so
Marissa Tomei is awesome.
Yeah, so I hope they use her more in this one, and I hope she doesn't die in it, so they can use her more as he goes to college, and maybe they kind of age her up and give her some gray hair. Because I'll be honest with you, I'm looking forward to some of that. Like what she look like when she's a little older. I'm down. Yeah. What's the Marissa Tomei gilf look like?
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, I think what's going to happen is just as Hoffman said earlier, we're going to see Doc Ock helping out Peter. We're going to get, some strain between the other villains. Of course, he's not going to know who the hell they are. I'm not sure when we're going to see the other Spider-Man in the movie, if we do. And I don't think MJ is going to die. I think she's going to leave. I think she's just going to be like, peace out. Like, this is way too much that I bargained for. And I'm trying to live. And, I really hope Happy doesn't die either. Like Aunt May, like I would love to see more of Aunt May too. But like other than that, I think what's going to happen is we're going to get Green Goblin as the head of this, you know, organization. We're going to have them pulled out like probably mid-fight between the other Spider-Man, or maybe like a little bit before they have this turning point, you know, because Sandman has his turning point at the end of, you know, Spider-Man 3.
Yeah.
So we got to see it like during the time that he was attacked by Spider-Man. And you know, like I think it's going to get a little wacky because we have Green Goblin, and although he might be a little more serious, I'm thinking we're going to get like the iconic phrase, "First, we attack his heart."
yeah.
Because they're going to
yeah,
grab MJ. And yeah, so like I think it's mainly just this is mainly another shot at Green Goblin getting his revenge.
Did you see? There's an interview with Willem Dafoe, Alfred Molina, and Jamie Foxx. Did you watch that interview? It's on YouTube.
I did not yet. I'm actually I was actually thinking of waiting until after I see the movie to see what they were talking about.
They don't spoil anything. The only thing that he says is that the character of Green Goblin has like something to prove or something this time. He says something quite cryptic, like, but he says it's quite a different take on the character. So I think, you know, you're probably right in what you're saying. I have to be very careful in my predictions because I actually know a few things that do happen in the movie. So what I think is gonna
say no more.
No, I won't mention any of the stuff that I know is for fact, right? But I do think that Happy dies. And that's just on a kind of blend of what we've seen in the first two trailers. You know, when the bomb goes off in the second trailer, you see in the first trailer Happy sitting in his car outside that building waiting for May to come out of the building with the syringe, and the whole lobby explodes, the whole place goes, and you see an after shot of it and all of the cars are flipped over. So I think Happy is wiped out in that explosion. Now I don't think May dies either. I think May dying is too far. I think it goes too far. I don't think Aunt May should die, but I think Happy dies. And I don't know if that's really... It's kind of a hard thing for Tom's character to take because, you know, it's not that he's a father figure, but he's the closest thing to Tony that he still has, you know, and Tony's the father figure for now. I absolutely 100% believe that we're going to get the two Spider-Men in the movie, and I think we're going to see them for a while in the film. I think the original plan was like what you said, Hoffman, potentially just them being in like a final fight scene or something, showing up at the very end, and you know everyone goes crazy, and you know they're in a fight for 5 minutes and then they're gone. I think that was the original idea. And I think just when the internet exploded, when Jamie Foxx stupidly put out that picture of the three Spider-Men fighting him on his Instagram, and the world went insane, and I think they realized straight after that, and everything that we've been talking about for the last fucking 18 months, I think they kind of said, shit, we need to do reshoots, we need to include them more in the movie, and I think that's what has happened. Like, I would be shocked if we didn't see them on screen if we saw them on screen for less than 30 minutes, I'd be shocked. Let's just say that's my prediction. I think they're going to be in about close to half of the film. I think they'll be in it.
Woo!
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
At least Andrew, maybe not Toby, but at least Andrew.
Well, because it's like think how many characters we're gonna have on screen at the same time, right? Or like close to the story, like Doctor Strange, Doc Ock. You know, fucking Green Goblin's gonna have a big part in it, right?
Massive. He's the main villain.
Right. So Electro probably gets a big one too. That's why they brought him to the interview, because Jamie Foxx.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna have the two Spider-Men, then Tom Holland,
Yeah.
then Zendaya, then Ned.
Yep.
Like that's 9 characters floating around in the same part of the script. Like that's tough, man.
And May and Happy and
Lizard,
right?
And who else?
Venom
potentially. Well, yeah. I don't think Venom's going to get a really big part in the movie. He is in the movie, but I don't think he's getting a big part in the movie. I know what his scene is. I won't say, but yeah. I can't wait to talk about his scene next week.
That's a lot. Yeah,
there is a lot going on, for sure. And I think you're 100% right in what you said about Doc Ock being good, because if you think about the last fight scene that we see, it's going to be the three Spider-Man going up against Sandman, Electro, and Lizard, right? That's that final scene, but they've cut the two of them out of it. And in the second trailer, if you watch it very closely, you see Electro shoot electricity at Doc Ock, and it blows him out of a window or through a wall. That's it. That's in the trailer. So it looks like he's gonna flip and be good at the end of the movie. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised that thing where they're fighting, like they're flying across, fighting all the villains. If it's like Doc Ock on the bottom hitting Lizard, and it's Doctor Strange up top, like I would not be shocked, like it might not be, but
I don't think so either. But do you think they like cut that out of the movie as well? Like, is that something that they would cut out, even though they very clearly can see Electro fighting Doc Ock in that trailer?
I think they would cut it out, because I don't think that, because I didn't pick up Electro fighting Doc Ock, right? So I don't think like they thought the average person would pick that up, right?
Yeah,
or maybe it got by him, but like in that scene, you don't want to give away that Doc Ock turns good, and they're trying to set up Doctor Strange as kind of a antagonist a little bit, like not really 100% with him, and so like they want to leave that up to you to watch and figure out in the movie
for sure.
So
for sure,
I think that Doctor Strange, that the first one that we saw, probably isn't who we think he is. And in the second half of the movie, we're going to see him.
Say it.
Say it.
No, I say nightmare, sir.
Yeah. Ooh.
Well, I think in the second half, though, we're actually going to have Doctor Strange as a conduit. He's trying to keep everything as maintained as possible without like everything going insane. Because you could see him up on top of the Statue of Liberty. And it looks like he's trying to contain whatever it is that's breaking the world.
Yeah. So, Coffee Monk just said in the chat there, how much do we believe about the full-on Sinister Six angle? And I think that, as far as I know, it's been confirmed that there will only be 5. So it's like the whatever they call the 5. Is it Faithful
the
5? The Furious 5 or some shit. Like there's a name for them.
The Forgetful 5.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know, but like literally, I think that's what it will be, and I think we will get a Sinister Six, but it's going to happen over in Sony.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah,
because I feel like for Sinister Six, you want Vulture in there.
Yeah,
you want Venom in there.
Yeah.
Like,
Vulture is now in, like, it looks like he's in the Sonyverse already, so it's like he's beating Tom over there because he's in the Morbius movie and he's shooting scenes for Morbius, like, so it's like. Like, what the fuck is going on? It's crazy. Like, so I think they all go back, and then we do Sinister Six with Tom Holland at Sony, and that'll be one of his 5 movie deals.
And like, because they're focused on the villains there, right? And so I think they'll do a Sinister Six movie that's almost like villain sided more so than Spider-Man sided.
Yeah. Or maybe like it's Venom who like Tom Hardy is kind of leading against the Sinister Six, and then Tom Holland shows up to help him, sort of thing, like to get Spider-Man in there. Like it's not Tom's movie, it's probably Eddie's movie, but Tom comes along to help. That's kind of the way I see that going. Yeah, guys, I cannot wait to talk to you about this movie next week. Like just to be able to just freely talk about everything is going to be fucking insane. I think, and I'm not saying this, but I truly believe that next week's episode of the podcast is going to be the best episode that we've ever done. Seriously.
Holy moly.
Oh,
and
yeah.
I'm not just, I'm obviously I'm trying to hype it up, but I genuinely think that like this will be, you'll be seeing me now in my element, like, like we're going to be able to talk about everything, and I just can't wait to see how many of the rumors were true. I think there's going to be so much to talk about. Like, honestly, I think this next week's podcast could go on for fucking 3 or 4 hours. Like, I would not be surprised.
Yeah, I'm very excited for us to wrap up, because I am beyond done with my patience with all the rumors and the back and forth, and this is confirmed, it's not confirmed. I am just so over it at this point. I just want to do some fucking movie.
What the sad part of that is once this film is over, the rumor mill's just going to kick off for Doctor Strange next, because the Multiverse of Madness is going to be, I think it'll be even worse. Because there's already rumors of like Patrick Stewart being seen on set and all this stupid shit. like Illuminati and all this stuff, like, and I think that will just kick into overdrive when we don't have Spider-Man to talk about anymore. The internet won't know what to do. Hey guys, this is Finto. Thank you for checking out the video. If you like what you hear and you want to hear more, the link for the full episode of the podcast is in the description below. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Bye.